after 10 minutes, our talk was disturbed because the 15 people who live with Sheela as a patients, there was a music group of them. They were singing, and it was always almost reminding me the heart dance in the ashram. Energy is the same from the heart singing. Here it was not sannyasis on that level, but Sheela's people. She called her patients her people. And this is her staff has also told when I was having the lunch with them. With Sheela it is different. One even employee said to work for Sheela is to get jackpot. She has a different notion, people have a different notion. So I was asking Sheela and the talk got disturbed. Was Osho responsible for all your actions, or it was that you were taking the action under his back, he was unaware?
All my action reflected Bhagwan. Bhagwan guided me. Bhagwan told me how I have to present it. He was my teacher, he trained me.
For example, when you were about the guns and the weapons, it was his idea or it was your idea?
It was his idea, solely his idea. It was his idea that if we openly display our guns, then it will be a deterrent. So we would not have to use them, but people will be careful damaging us. It was his idea to call for press conference and present all the weapons we had.
Means I wonder, because in 1984 in Punjab, in India, there was a Sikh rebelliousness. They were displaying their weapons and the state has to work hard against them. As a Sikh, I was very much hurt at that time. My God, they are destroying my religion, they are destroying, because as a religious person you get offended by the state. But state has its duty too. So in my opinion, state has a duty, and when you, in America, in the world's topmost country, a cult displays the weapons, means what is the intention behind it? There will not be any repercussions.
Intention was very clear. Don't mess with us. And just that impression to give to these bigoted Oregonians who were burning our ranch, who blew up our hotel, to tell them, be careful.
But then the state has a right, as a duty, to work against the cult. Means how one can take this liberty that...
No, all our weapons were legal weapons. It is allowed under Constitution.
Yes, yeah, people kill also, yeah. Yeah.
And Second Amendment allows Americans to own weapons.
You know.
There was not a single weapon that was illegal.
But it creates a very bad public perception that the cult is having the weapons, and it was his idea basically.
Even before we had weapons, public opinion was not one of the finest. Then they spoke against Bhagwan's views on sex. They called it a sex cult.
Yes.
So public will find something to discredit somebody with. And Bhagwan was not bothered by public opinion. He was never concerned. For him, public's negative opinion was our media exposure. And media exposure meant it is good for the business because it's a free advertisement.
But in the end, when Osho and his people, all his people blame Sheela, that Sheela did this, Sheela did this, and they all give this perception, Bhagwan was totally unaware. It was Sheela who was doing. What you think now as a different person? That
I think when Bhagwan sannyasin say Bhagwan was unaware, they are underestimating Bhagwan's ability because no one in right mind would think Bhagwan would be unaware of anything. Bhagwan was a man of penetration. When you go in front of him, you feel naked with his penetrating eyes. He sees through you. And for them to present Bhagwan as an idiot who doesn't know anything, please think twice about it.
Okay, if Bhagwan has such a penetrating eyes, could he see under the Devraj skin?
I don't know. But he did see Devaraj's drug use because he became the victim of it.
You know, when Devraj stays or Dr. Amrito stays till now, all the time the closest follower, closest disciple, the spokesperson of Osho, 30 years after this thing, or how is this possible? How Osho can allow, if Osho is such a penetrating allows, how Osho can allow this?
Bear in mind, he's Bhagwan's public spokesperson after Bhagwan is gone. It doesn't say much about Bhagwan to me. It says much about Devaraj. And Devaraj was never a public spokesperson when I was there. So I don't know. It is not a situation of comparing or not comparing. If he's Bhagwan's spokesperson, then he's doing a very bad job. He's not representing Bhagwan correctly. Bhagwan should, under no circumstances, represented as an unintelligent man, totally unaware. No, Bhagwan was aware of what he was doing. Bhagwan was aware of which way he was making mistakes. And I know personally, I have made him aware of his drug use.
To Osho.
To Osho directly.
So it means the doctor was giving the drugs in the disguise of medicine?
He was giving him medical drugs in bigger doses.
Okay.
Which then functions as an addiction.
So he was malpracticing his own profession.
He was malpracticing. He didn't even have the bar, medical association certificate to have a prescription. So they used prescription ability of John.
Okay. So it means when Osho became dependent upon his doctor.
You see it, why? Because they were the people who were administering the drugs to Osho. And it is well known in drug use that you are dependent on your dealer.
Okay, but in that sense, Osho lost his penetrating eyes?
Yeah, in those moments he did. But no one can say that Bhagwan was unaware of what was being done. Because I was meeting him on a daily basis, 2 hours, 3 hours, we were working together in the evening.
And he was not in silence naturally?
No, with me no. And not with many other people.
So this perception...
People to think, that just shows their own stupidity. Good excuse, but doesn't go too far.
But in the end, when you look back, you don't think in these moments when Osho is denying his involvement into the activities of the commune, he's behaving like every ordinary human man?
And he was a human.
Okay.
He was a man, a beautiful man, intelligent genius, but weaknesses of men were also in him. And why should not be?
Exactly, this is a question.
Why should not be? Who says God has to be perfect? we create God in our own image. I never felt Bhagwan. Bhagwan was my God. He sat on the throne of my heart. But as a man, and a lovely man that I loved, king of my heart. And for me that was enough. He doesn't have to be perfect.
So this whole drama means still people, when I was asking on the Facebook, few people, can you send few questions, what I should ask Sheela? 90% questions were, ask her why you used poison, why you created the poison. Means it is, in my opinion, it can be like propaganda. Saddam Hussein has weapon of mass destruction, because when the white men lie, they lie very whitely.
Tell every one of your readers and viewers, move on. Move on. Bhagwan has told you to live in present. Forget the past, don't worry about the future. Be present now, here and now. Just follow this little advice of Bhagwan, this little teaching of Bhagwan, and many things will open up. Bhagwan has also said to me personally many times, when in doubt, say yes. So if you have doubts, be positive.
There was another question that Sheela created the religion. For example, there was this little book called Rajneeshpuram. Wonderful book. As a student, I purchased in 30 rupees. It was too much money of at that time. And then when you left, this book was burnt. It was also this Osho's idea to create a religion out of it, or it was Sheela's creation?
Originally, it is Naren's idea. Bhagwan's lawyer, Naren together with Jeffrey Knoll. Because Bhagwan's application was for a man of exceptional ability for immigration, and man of religion because his philosophy was being followed by thousands of people around the world. Immigration law has a definition of religion. What should be religion? I go and tell Bhagwan, how do we present you as a man of religion? We don't have a Bible, which is part of the definition. We don't have religious practices. How do we? So Bhagwan said, you take notice, I tell you. He dictated the whole book to me. And that was the book of Rajneeshpuram. Then he sent me around the world where he had created the garbs that I was wearing. It was his design. And his designer who used to make his clothes personally had made those garbs for me. Then I dress one day and present myself in front of Bhagwan. He allowed it. He sent us out, told me to go out to all communes and present the book of Rajneeshpuram, He even approved the design of building of Academy of Rajneeshpuram.
But the day you left, he said, we will burn this book. We are not religion. It was Sheela's idea who created the religion.
Bhagwan says many things, many times. Today so, tomorrow so. And yesterday the other way. Please stop quoting his teachings and use his teachings in your practice. Live his teaching, breathe his teachings.
No, but as a human being, it gives an impression that somewhere he plays very clever, or other people get the burden, and I remain always pure.
Yes, why not? He was clever. I allowed him to burden me. It was my job as his secretary to protect him. It was my job as a secretary to protect his commune and his teachings. And I did my very best.
But then there must be a point where you break down and you left the community.
Yes, there was a point.
It was because of him or because of the other people?
It was because of his drug use. I could not accept.
Till this is the main point, Osho God became drug used.
Yes.
So the people are responsible who are providing, or he is responsible?
Both. Why did he allow these people? He was an intelligent man. How can he allow